All right, we're back with a little bit more 4Runner content for you. So what I'm going to be doing is replacing the low beam halogen bulb as well as the daytime running light slash high beam halogen bulb in the 4Runner. The low beam has a H11 long life bulb in it currently, and they're not really bright. They're very kind of dimly, and they have a little bit of a yellow tint to them. And then the way the DLR works, the daytime running light, and the high beam works is during the day it runs the high beam at a lower voltage, and it is a very tingy yellow light. So a lot of research online, a lot of help from the guys over at the Tacoma World Forum, and here's what we came up with. So I'm going to be running this Tungsram Megalight Ultra 130. This was formerly the GE 130s. They're kind of hard to find, and they're supposed to be one of the widest H11s you can get currently. And then we're switching out the daytime running light high beam with a 911 HIR1 65 watt, and I believe they were 55 watt previous, and this is supposed to make a huge difference. I don't think she really uses the high beams that often, but hopefully it'll make a little bit of a look difference, I guess, in the daytime running light. So there's a little trick to get these to work correctly. So we're going to get the old one out and compare the tabs and see what we have to. You have to do some filing or some trimming, so we're going to see what we can get into. These are a direct replacement, so that's going to be pretty easy. So in order to get the bulbs out, the daytime running light high beam, which is this one right there, it just goes in and out like a regular bulb. You just twist it and pull it out and then take the clip out. The low beam light is behind this little plastic cover, and it's kind of like just a twist lock. So you just kind of twist it a little bit and it unlocks, and you just pull it off, and then the bulb comes out normally. So we're going to go ahead and get the daytime running light high beam bulb out so we can see what kind of modifications we need to make. I plan to do one side at a time. That way I can turn them on, and I want to see if it was even worth it, see what the difference is, and let y'all see what the difference is. Hopefully that's a pretty good angle. I know you won't be able to see this bulb come out. You'll be able to see the cover get removed. Okay. All right, so here's the difference. So if I can get it to focus. All right. So this is the new bulb we're going to install right here on my left. And this is the old bulb that came out on my right. Look at the top tab, right? So we need to trim this tab here on the top to pretty much match this tab there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to try to file it or just try to use a pair of snips. But what I am going to do is mark it so I know how much to take out. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. All right, so I took some measurements with the stock bulb, and the tab on the stock bulb is about 1/4 inch. So if I can get this to focus again, everything that's marked in gray right there is going to get removed, and then I'm going to just check it again with a pair of calipers, but that should be pretty close. I'm going to look at see what the best way is to remove. I'm worried about if I use a pair of snips that it's just going to break the plastic. Also, I'm worried about if I use a file, it's going to take 3 days. So let me see what the best method is, and we'll get back to it. So I took a little small bite with a pair of snips, and I don't like what it's doing. It actually took a lot bigger chunk than I wanted to. I started just in the very corner, just trying to take a little bit off, and when I bit into it or cut it, it took a lot more than I wanted to. Luckily, there's still more that needs to be removed. So I think from here, what I saw with the snips, I'm just going to use a file. All right, I think we're pretty close. The file didn't take too long. So yeah, once again, the bulb with the little gray backing on the left side is the new one. And this is what we're trying to match, is that top tab. But I think we're pretty close. I'm going to check it with a pair of calipers real quick, and then we'll see if it fits in. All right, according to my calipers, it should fit perfectly fine. It's just a little bit shorter than the factory tab on the other bulb, but that shouldn't affect anything. It should lock in place just fine. So we're about to check it. All right, so there it is, locked in place. Pretty much just like factory. I mean, I don't really notice any difference whatsoever. So it's almost like I know what I'm doing. Pretty crazy. All right, I've looked at it. I really can't tell a difference. This is the factory daytime running light. This is the modified bulb, the 911 daytime running light. I mean, maybe when it gets dark outside, I can tell a little bit more of a difference, but here in the garage, I'm not seeing too much of a difference. I mean, okay, I mean, it is a little brighter, but far as like color temperature, I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd recommend doing this, spending the money on this. It may be just a little bit wider, but it's not exactly what I was thinking it was going to be. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and modify and do the other one as well. But it's not that bright white that I was kind of hoping for. All right, so I don't know if that was a big letdown or not, a little bit disappointment. But what we're going to do now is go ahead and get the low beam out, and I'm just going to film the passenger side because I can get the camera in there. The driver's side, the battery's really in the way. So I think I can get it out without removing the battery. That's what we're going to try to do. But for the video, I'm just going to do this side. And hopefully these will make a difference. This is what she was really looking for, was just a brighter, wider light while driving. We can turn the daytime running lights completely off if if she doesn't like the color or whatever. We're never going to get the look of the LED like my Tacoma has now until we swap this over to LED. All right, I think I got y'all kind of situated there. Get a light here. So lefty loosey, righty tighty, which means we're going to be pushing down on this. Just twist it down. And you don't twist it down all the way, just enough to get this thing to unlock. I think we're close a little bit more. There we go. So it's just a dust cover that comes off. That's all it is. So then we'll take the bulb out like a normal anything else. Just twist it, pull it out. And we're not going to touch it with our fingers. And we just have to get the harness off, like so. All right, so we got our new Megalight 130s getting ready to go in. Just find that harness that dropped down wherever it went. Right, and then get this in there and twist it in like a regular bulb. These go in kind of, it's weird. If you look at the projector of the 4Runner, these go in crooked. It's really weird. I think we're locked in. I think that's it. All right, so we'll get the little dust cover put back on. Dust cover is back on. Okay, so that actually makes a difference. I don't know if it's going to come across on camera. And obviously we're in a lighted garage. There is the factory bulb in the driver's side. There is the new bulb in the passenger side. It's a huge, huge difference. So that ought to give her what she was looking for. Brighter, wider, light is what she was looking for. So this one, if I look down on it like this, you can clearly see it's got like a little bit of just a yellowish tint to it. Not too bad, but this is way more pronounced, way more white. So we'll get some night shots of it when the sun goes down later. But I'm going to go and replace both of them, so there won't be a direct comparison. But I can definitely tell a difference in those two. So I think that was worth it. As far as doing the daytime running light high beam bulb, I wouldn't worry about that. I would just do the low beam. All right, so that's it. Both sides are done. And like I said, we're going to turn it around and get back in the garage. And when the sun goes down, we'll get her take on it and see what she thinks. Like I said, I think this was the low beam upgrade was definitely worth it. If you can find those, I got those on eBay. I think they're around $38. So, and that was the Megalight 130s, formerly GE, now Tungsram. And then, like I said, for the high beam and daytime running lights, DRL, I wouldn't mess with it. I would just leave what's in their stock. Our next upgrade, for far as headlights go for her 4Runner, we'll probably be swapping out to the 2021 full LED housings. It's just a matter of getting the correct harness to plug and play. If she can see a little bit better at night, that'll be great. The 4Runners headlights stock on the 2020s and down, it's pretty poor visibility in my opinion. All right, so there we go. It's dark outside, and these are with both the H11 130 ultralights installed, or megalights, whatever they're called. And I mean, I can tell a difference. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell a little bit of a difference. Like I said, I'm going to tell a difference really whenever I come up to, a stop sign or, something in the dark. Right. I mean, I can tell a difference. They're not as yellow.
Right, that's what I was thinking. They're not as yellow.
Yeah.
So I got your fog lights off right now too, just to kind of help. But they're definitely not as yellow. And this would probably be the best we can do until if we ever do your LED conversion.
I'll have to try this out for a little while, and then it'll be a long while until if we decide to get a new light thing or just leave it as is.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more wider, more brighter, more crisp, I guess is the way I would say it. So
it needs to be clean. That'll help out too.
We haven't washed in about 6 months, give or take, both of them. So, but yeah,
I won't know until I actually pull up to something, but it looks brighter.
It does
definitely look brighter.
Yeah, it definitely does look brighter out that way, to me anyway.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody for watching. Subscribe, like, share. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.